Hey, it's your girl Kavina. So, today I decided to do a story time. So, the type of job that I decided to get into is the CNA field. I was taking care of my grandma. My grandma passed away in 2016, and let me give you a rundown really fast about that story. So, my grandma, unfortunately, she had called cancer, and she called me one day and she asked me if I can come and live with her, and I dropped everything and I literally went down there and I started taking care of her, me, my fiance, and at the time I had 2 kids. Well, one kid, and I was pregnant, so I would have had two. And I remember she said to me, when my grandma said, I'm going to drive you, I'm going to take you there. She really thought and wished and prayed that she would still be alive. And it's so sad. I gave up my apartment, we dropped everything, and we moved with her. We was trying to get everything intact with the living situation and stuff, but she died literally within 4 days. So it was like we didn't even have a chance to accomplish nothing. Like, not her will. She tried to change her will. She tried to change everything, but it was too late even for her will, because she didn't get to sign it. We didn't even get to notarize it. We had it on recording, me and my little sister Precious, but I don't know what happened to that recording. Yeah, so she did pass away, and then after her passing away, I tried to get custody of my little sister, something that my grandma really wanted, and that didn't even happen. So nothing happened how it was supposed to happen. And then I lost my place. Well, I didn't lose it, I gave it up. So it was like I was homeless, he was homeless, and I just had a baby, so I was homeless. We were homeless. So let's go a little more back. And for me just saying all of that, I became a CNA. And that was just something fast. It was a 4-week course. I got it real fast. And I started work immediately. I just wanted to take care of others. That's all that was on my mind, because that's what I was doing for my grandma. So the story that I want to tell y'all today was a couple months ago, I had a patient. Well, it wasn't my patient, but it became my patient once I got involved with it. The whole thing that even happened. One of my workers came to me and really needed my help. One of my workers came to me. I was actually on break, and she was just like panicking. I could see it all over her face. Mind you, she was a temp CNA, so I wasn't really familiar with her. I didn't know her or anything like that. But earlier that day, we were talking and stuff like that. I gave her a rundown on everybody that was in the building, so just so that she's aware of her surroundings, basically. And she was a really nice person. So anyway, I was in a break room, and she came to me, and I could see it all in her face. She's like, come here, help me. I asked the nurse, where were you? I really need help. And I'm just already wondering in my head, like, okay, you passed the nurse to come get me. So I already thought, like, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? So I follow her. I could just tell that she's panicking, and this is just so sad. But I follow her. She had the curtains closed. She shut the door, and it was a patient on the floor. So I'm looking at her like, what happened? Why is this person on the floor? And she was like, I went to go change her, and I forgot to put up her rail, and when I went to go push her over, she just flew. Like, how hard did you even push her? Like, You pushed her that hard that she flew. Why aren't you gentle? Like, that doesn't even make sense. So it's really protocol to go get the nurse or anyone to help you. You're not supposed to pick up the patient. You're not supposed to do none of that. But this person was just laying there, and I can tell she needed my help immediately. I don't understand why she passed the nurse to come get me when she could have just asked the nurse for help. You know what I mean? And on my way back, I didn't see the nurse. There was nobody there. She already finished her round. So when I see her on the floor, my intentions was just immediately help, get her off the floor. And she was a heavy-set lady, so we were struggling to get her on the bed. And as soon as we get her on the bed, she just starts seizing so bad. She starts shaking. I just started going crazy. I'm like, oh my God, because this never happened to me before. So when she fell, she must have hit her head so hard. As soon as she started seizing, I told the girl, I'm about to go get the nurse. And she's like, no, I'm going to get in trouble. No. I said, I don't care if you're going to get in trouble. She's going to die. So I hurry up and run, and I go get the nurse. The nurse like, what happened? And I just left out because I really didn't want to get involved, which I already was involved. So I just said, I was just helping her. And that's really all that I really said. So, when she had came and got me, I was on break. So I had got done my rounds. And then, well, mind you, let me go back a little bit. The nurse was in there, and then they had other nurses in there, and they had her a little stable. But an hour later, I went and I told her what really happened, and she was a little upset with me, but at the same time happy. But she said, why didn't you tell me? She said, do you know that she's only going to have a couple of hours to live now? If you would have told me what really happened, we could have done something to save her life. So then I just looked like, wow, I spoke too late. Yes, I came and I said what happened, and the other girl, she got fired. We had to do a report, and they were so happy that I came clean. They said, you know, at the end of the day, you weren't the one that was supposed to come clean. She was. So I actually ratted her out. But I didn't feel bad. Not even a minute. Why feel something for her when she felt nothing for the lady that was laying there? She literally died because of her. It's just so sad. The type of job I do as a CNA, people don't see like what really happens and the big role that we have to do. As a CNA, these patients see us more than they even see their family. We take care of them. We bathe them. We feed them. We cater to them. We read to them. We love them. Just like one of our own. Some people aren't like that. They say, oh, we have to change them. Oh, I gotta do my rounds. I have to change them. I don't see it like that. I go in there with my own little sprays, my own little soaps, my own little personal bag, so that they can get beautiful and just get to themselves every day. They wait on me. They love me. So maybe like 2 days later, my supervisor calls me, and she was just so appreciative for me coming clean, just so that her family can be notified of what really happened. And another thing, let's go back. Watch when you hear this. A month before that even happened with this lady, her son came to see her. And, you know, the lady was old. Her son was, old too. But maybe he was like in his 50s. So that's not really old, but you get what I'm saying. He came to see her, and visiting hours were done. We were wondering why he was still in there. So one of the nurses went in there to tell him, like, visiting hours are done, they're over. And he was just laying there. He was dead. He took his last words next to his mom. It was just the saddest thing ever. Like, nobody knew how to take that. I don't know if he knew that he was dying or what, but he came to see her. He had a heart attack. Now, a month later, she dies.